Hi, I'm John Slattery.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Getzinger. I'm the director of this episode.
And I'm Christina Hendricks. I play Joan.
In case you didn't know,
Who's John Slattery?
Jennifer Getzinger was nominated for a Directors Guild Award of America Award for this episode.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, so pay attention.
So I'm going to have riveting things to say about
That's
it.
right.
By the way, I tell Jennifer this all the time, but she's one of my favorite directors to work with on Mad Men.
She's not one of my favorites.
But you have to endure me.
She's packing to leave him.
Well, that's what you might think.
You're led to
when-
believe,
you're
right?
led
She's
to
taking her
believe.
jewelry,
Exactly. She's taking all her
and she wants cash.
important goods. Exactly.
Plus, it's made out of plastic and it's crap.
What number Bobby Draper is this?
This is Bobby Draper III.
Bobby, no, it's way more than that. It's got to be
Is
up
it?
to like 6 or 7.
This
I don't
is
know.
by far the best Bobby Draper.
No,
I
he's
love
a good
this Bobby Draper.
He actually was the only Bobby Draper season 3. He was, and he was very good.
He was adorable.
So they got all this luggage,
Yep,
and now she's asking him for cash because she's
right.
thinking of splitting.
But she's telling
not
him
coming back.
Right. She's telling him that they're just going away to her father's house for the week to deal with his things because her father has passed away and they
I'll
have
tell
to
you
deal with the
what,
house.
Don does not deserve that.
Yeah,
I know.
that kind of scrutiny.
He's such a good, loyal husband.
Robert Morris, Mary Page Keller.
Yes.
Oh, this episode with you in the
Yeah.
sass pants.
Yeah.
I like you guys together.
They were great together.
Yeah.
You two were
What is it again?
lots of nice chemistry there.
I was going to ask if you
She's
knew
an
that.
old girlfriend.
I was going to ask if you knew her before.
No.
'Cause you guys had
No,
really
I've never
good
met
chemistry.
her before.
You're a good actor, John.
Talia knew her before.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Talia Balsam, that is my wife. Who
Yes.
plays Mona.
I'm running the company now.
You divorced, what's his name?
No, she was great though. She was one of those people who, when she came in to read for it, I mean, at least to me, and I think to Matt as well, it was just like she was it immediately. Like she just was really.
Oops. She just said her
Classy.
husband died of lung cancer. We cut away to Don lighting up a butt.
Oh, yes, if you're open to it.
He loved those kinds of jokes.
Caldecott Farms, I'm sure you've heard, had a public relations crisis followed by disastrous sales.
I hadn't heard.
The Misfits, the movie Clark Gable. It was about horses being turned into dog food. There was an expose.
Oh, this is the horse.
Look at how different the lighting gets from that. Maybe not so much.
We have a 15% share of the market.
That's right. She has a dog food company.
Bowles has dropped us for Gravy Train.
Well,
Yes, that's a horse farm that makes dog food.
Right.
Chicken is poultry. Pig.
You got it, sweet.
Everyone's eating horse these days. It's all over Canadian menus. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah, I was just up in Canada and I saw it on many menus.
Wow.
Many meaning like 2 or 3, but
Right.
still.
But still, that's shocking. I don't think I would eat horse. I think that would be disturbing.
It's like venison.
I've eaten it.
Although she says it's like venison.
I've eaten dog food. Really?
I actually this is very cool though, because what she's saying here is come up for a better name for horse meat, which is actually a really smart idea if you think about it. You know what I mean? Like she actually has a smart solution.
Pork. You wouldn't call it pig.
Right.
Wouldn't sell.
Right.
Bert?
But it's a little late in the game after everyone knows her dog food company is horse
Don't want
meat.
to change the recipe. It's all meat.
That office, that's Bert's office, is my office as well. Only it's rearranged and the door is put on the other wall.
Yes.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen?
It's true.
it's
the
true, and
same
I'm never
actual
in his
space.
office.
the only
actually.
office that we never I think that we don't have as our own.
Right. Right. We just switch it around.
spend more money on dog food.
And it's so funny because my character is never in
His office.
his office,
office, but
I'm
you're in
always in
Roger's
yours.
office.
So I've never actually even seen it set up like that.
You've never walked in high heels.
No, coming in here. What are you doing here?
I wanted to see you.
Don't look at her like that. That's how you look at me.
Uh-oh, jealousy.
Oh.
I tell you something.
Ma'am,
Still or again?
you know it's again. Don't get cute.
But this is great how Roger just tries to shut her down and, call her on like, okay, what game are you playing here?
Gonna need a reason.
Because I know you're good at this. Advertising, I mean. tomorrow night, somewhere French.
Quebec plays here.
French, all the French I know.
Nice French.
Uh-oh.
Suzanne.
I knew you were coming over, and it might be dark when I got home, and I didn't want them to case.
These scenes with the two of them together are kind of disturbing because they're really good together. Like, they seem to fit so well. They're, like, so cute, and they have this great little, like, cozy chemistry.
They're playing house.
Yeah, exactly. They're totally playing house.
I
But-
brought my son and his friend to visit the set that day. I think, was it that day? Yeah, they were in, and there's a later scene. There's this scene, and then they're in robes and making out all over the place.
Yes, I remember
that.
that. I remember
great.
Harry was there. Yeah. That was a good time to bring him, John.
Yeah. Good day to bring the kids.
People in bed together.
Dawn, I swear I'm not talking
Well, at
about
least Daddy wasn't.
That's right.
I know.
Could have been worse.
That's right.
With Jane or something.
Don't speak that name.
Sorry.
He looks so much taller than her from that shot.
He is a lot
The
taller than
reverse
her.
is like
Yeah.
like from
No.
the shot from the ground.
I know. I remember when we were shooting this coverage, that was the thing. We were like, wow, they're so. I think we might have even put her like standing on a little apple box for this shot to bring her up a little bit.
But she's not
You
that
you might
tiny.
you
She's
sure you didn't put
small.
him on an apple box?
No, we didn't put him on. You know,
That would
that
be
set,
crazy.
the you know, it's got a lower ceiling because it's supposed to be this sort of small little cottage type house. It's got a lower ceiling than most of them. So he does look quite giant in this set.
And this was a set on the stage?
Yeah, this was a set on the stage. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was such a good set.
And it's elevated too, off the ground too.
Right.
The set, right? So you can look out the window, and she's supposed to be up the steps.
Right, right.
Last few months have been difficult, but I found a reserve.
They also did that so they had the, you could see them coming in the front porch. I guess in some
Right.
episodes they used the outside a little bit.
What experience have you had with psychiatry?
This is a good opening to the scene. You actually think he's in it, except when you hear that voice.
Right. And then you realize.
This is a field about the most
This is one of those sweaters you try on and go, what a great color. And then you see it on screen and go, holy moly, why'd I wear that?
No, I think you
Oh,
look
I
great.
like
in
that sweater. I think it's great. I love when Joan wears pants and sweater.
I like Joan in
that.
pants.
Yeah, I like that look. It's
You
like
look good dressed down.
I call them her kickers.
I had Shrinker got him through, but we weren't allowed to talk about it.
But this is good. This is Joan trying to help her husband yet again with his career.
He's such a good man.
This marriage is so wrong. It's amazing.
So
Every scene is like they just,
the most important thing about an interview.
he just misses. He doesn't get you.
right. They totally
At all.
misfire.
It's funny because whenever I do an interview or anything, people still say Christina Hendricks, who plays Joan Holloway.
Oh yeah.
No one wants to call me Joan Harris.
Yeah.
No one can accept the marriage.
I remember the first script that you read though, and you were like Joan Harris,
I was
like
so
at the first
sad.
table read.
There's nothing glamorous about Joan Harris.
Well, that's exactly it. That's what sadly
It's
Joan is dealing
terrible.
with.
It's great that every character in this thing has such weakness, though, because Joan is so smart, and she's so perceptive and knows everything and knows how the office runs, and yet she's with that guy
I
Right.
know.
just
I-
because she wants to be married to a doctor.
Right. Well, and she's getting up there in age. I mean, she's
Or-
got to be,
or married, I guess,
close
yeah.
to 30 or
She's a good
something.
32,
Yeah.
I think, now.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't want to be an old maid. And she tries so hard to make the marriage work. And
She's a good wife.
she is. She does a lot for him. Oh, yes, here's the scene with John and Abigail where your son was there.
Yeah, this is a scene I brought the kids to. This is
Yeah.
great.
This is good for your kids if you want to show them a little bit of Mad Men.
Little nookie, drag your little skin. She looks good from that angle.
She looks good from every angle.
That's a tough
That
angle
girl.
to pull off.
Matt Weiner came on set when we were shooting this, and he saw her in that shot, and he said, "Oh my gosh, why does she have all that makeup on? She's supposed to be going to bed. She
He always says
what's
that.
going on?" And he came and looked at her, and it went up, and it was like she had chapstick on, and like had her eyelashes curled, and that was it. It was like she
was
had
it.
no makeup on whatsoever.
I could have sunk those golf balls. all of
Yes,
them
I
if
know you
wanted
could
to.
have. We kept asking you to be worse.
I answered. Ginger's not in.
I know, she has a hair appointment.
Remember, I
Were you
came
here?
in
You
this
came.
day. I came
You
in this
did.
day, and I was knitting while in between takes.
Christina came to the set and read the stuff off camera, which is
Right. And then
invaluable.
you came
And
when
then
we
he
did
did
her
for
side.
me. Yeah, he did for me too.
Right.
Well, it's so important, I think. I mean, I'm sure you guys agree, but for scenes like, just scenes where you're really supposed to connect to the other person on the phone, I think it makes such a difference to have you really there reading
Yeah,
it.
it's really helpful.
And it only needs to be on one side. Even if the person can't do it for the other side, you remember how they did it.
Yeah.
Right, because you establish that connection. Yeah.
Right.
Roger, I've been replaced. And a secretary makes less money than if I was working at a department store.
So glad you called me.
I'm sorry it had to be for a favor.
No. I like that you thought of me.
You guys even have crazy chemistry over the phone.
You almost just said creamy
Creamy
chemistry.
Just the
chemistry.
creamy
You have
chemistry.
creamy and crazy
Just have
chemistry
the
over
creamiest
the phone.
chemistry.
It's even better.
Maybe someday we'll work together again.
I pray for it.
I have a feeling you will.
If I think of anybody, just give them your number.
Look at you figuring things out for yourself.
Bye-bye, Joni.
But this is, it's also a great thing to have you have this phone call in the middle of both the storylines that are going on, to have that
Yeah.
connection where where Joan reaches out to Roger and then he can help her. I just think it's works
Is that
really
one of
well.
those "Don't worry, be happy" fish on the wall?
I know. I kept thinking that it was home to life and started singing and dancing. I wanted to show some fishing stuff.
I'm not a real estate agent.
Well, the house was left to
This
both of us,
dude
and I don't understand
is
why
brilliantly
you wouldn't
cast.
buy it away from her, double what Dad
You just hate the guy immediately.
Oh,
You like-
yeah.
Dad always said.
and he looks like her a little bit.
Yeah, no, they're actually great together.
Yeah.
As much money for it.
He's really good. Mm-hmm. So is this guy.
So basically, Dad gave it to Betty because he knew I didn't have any money.
He's just a little brat.
I know, look at him, he storms out.
Wants to get that house. She's great in this scene, too.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. This is a really good
It's
scene for
totally,
January.
like, wrung out.
Well, and I love her sitting at that desk. That was a big thing that Matt and I talked about is, here she is, trying to gain her strength by sitting at her father's desk. And, it connects to Don's desk, which comes into play later that she, goes into. But yet
Also
she's...
makes him get up and close the door.
Right.
Doesn't get up and close the door herself.
Right. She's trying to be in charge.
He's been married before. And well, it's...
It's like the Rosemary's Baby scene,
He bought her a house.
where she describes how horrible it all is.
I need to know what to do.
I don't know. I'm Betsy. I'm at a mature wedding. I know your father didn't want him in the will.
So?
What do you want to do? You want to divorce?
Yeah, it's amazing. Some of the stuff she does, she's really shaking as she says it. You realize it's so hard for her to admit this stuff.
Prove it in a court of law. That's hard to do. Unless he wants out, but you're not going to get anything.
He's like,
you won't even be able to buy William.
oh, God.
You'll have to sell it.
No help.
And he can take the children.
Yeah, well, this is also just good just to sort of lay out what it was like for a woman who wanted a divorce back then. It was like you had no rights whatsoever.
Are you afraid of him?
No.
Is he a good provider?
Just that question.
Yeah.
Is he a good provider?
What more do you
That
need?
He
Right.
might have to stay no matter what he does.
Are you afraid of him? Is he a good provider?
Right.
She's just trying to describe this guy's... Everything he said has been a lie. And, well, give him another chance.
Out loud to you. This is
He's the devil.
I'm realizing it's true.
You have 3 small children together. At least go home. Give it a try.
Give it a try.
That's what I tell my own daughter.
Well, this guy's a great surrogate father for her, too, at this moment.
January's fake
Where was this, the
nails
Red
kept
Cross?
popping off all season.
Yes.
This was shot at the Red Cross.
This was shot at the Red Cross
In
yeah,
Pasadena.
in Pasadena. This was actually, this room is just like the front hallway.
Right.
That was a great building to shoot in.
Yeah, it's a great building. They have a lot of great rooms, but Dan Bishop just did, and his team did all of this stuff. The curtains and the tables, and just made it into this incredible French restaurant.
This building was also Bonwit Teller, wasn't it?
Yes.
This scene was cut a little bit.
I want to know everything that's happened.
Interior.
Yes, it was. There was a little bit in the middle that was taken out of the scene, which is a very rare thing on Mad Men. But
It is a rare thing, I guess. Well, for whatever time, but there was a thing about a focus group, and he says, "Well," she says, "Yeah," and he says, "Well, it's because it's a pain in the ass and it's expensive." And
right,
I guess you don't really.
Yeah. Well, I think the reasoning was to just kind of get to them connecting and
the relationship,
and, yeah,
right.
the relationship and reminiscing, and it's so interesting because it's like, I mean, Roger like is trying to go along with things in the beginning here, and then it's, you know, the more she stirs up the past, the more difficult it is for him to
Right.
hear it all again.
The only similarity is that you left me for another man.
I love that.
When she gets on the plane at the end.
That woman got on a plane with a man who was going to end World War II, not run her father's dog food company.
You were adrift. You didn't do anything but spend money. You walked around like you were hoping to be a character in somebody else's novel. The boxing.
I love that too. The boxing.
The
What-
boxing.
What boxing did Roger do back then in Paris?
In Europe.
Yeah.
Where's the wine? I like the way you're looking at me.
How am I looking at you?
With pity. I finally found a beautiful, carefree girl, unconcerned about the future.
I was more
That
serious
little
than you.
it's so funny to hear the music in the background, you know, and it all seems so placid, and yet there's
Right,
you know,
exactly.
100 people back there going, "All right, hurry up, we got to get out of here." Literally had to be out of there by 10 o'clock at night.
Oh
We
yes,
had,
this
you
was
know,
a
all those
stressful
scenes
day.
to shoot,
Yeah.
My father said Bert Cooper had a screw loose.
with all those people,
You're rich.
resetting all those props and drinks and cigarettes and food and waiters and
Do what?
I love this scene though. I mean, you get so much of their history and things, which is just so important, I think, for.
It's funny that she talks so loud in this scene.
Well, it's the drunk thing, and also it's echoing because we were actually in that stairwell, which you
Right.
can't see the stairs, but.
Because I was the one who'd introduced him to peanut butter.
Yeah, I never understood that. They have peanuts in Europe. No one ever thought of that.
I don't know. They have pretty good chemistry here. I don't know if it's creamy, but it's good.
It's definitely not creamy.
She's an Elvis hairdo, kind of. She's got the Elvis flip going.
She looks gorgeous in this sequence.
You look great.
You still want me.
So what?
And I love that. Like, you
I'm
really.
married.
It feels like they're gonna go for
Newlywed.
it here.
Honeymooning. Except I'm not, because I'm married.
Yes.
And in love.
Honeymoon.
Of all people to remain faithful to, Jane Siegel.
Right.
I was there first. We'll just take this.
What's gonna happen with Roger and Jane?
I don't know. I think we've seen some fractures with Roger and Jane this past season.
Let me get you a cab. It's different with this girl.
Well, it's great too because it's showing the sort of different ages of the different women that Roger has been with in his life. You know, this is someone who's was his age when they were together, you know, and now he's with such a young girl. And it's, you know, and then Joan is like in
In the
between,
middle.
you know, so it's interesting to see all the.
This is a great scene. Great color apartment that she painted herself.
Yeah, she must have.
Drives wardrobe crazy. Because
Oh,
they
I know it
always
does.
want to put me in dresses and sweaters this color, and they can't because my walls are this color.
I know, I know.
He
I
looks
remember
like he has
that
a dip in
happened.
his mouth.
He has
chewing
what?
tobacco?
What'd you say?
No, he's not.
It looks like
chewing
he's chewing tobacco.
No, I think he's just kind of gritting his teeth a little because he's angry, but I know what you mean. It does have that stiff jaw thing.
You do something. We need money.
I did everything I was supposed to do. Everything.
Here's Greg feeling sorry for himself yet again.
Yet again, not a nice man.
He's a child.
Yeah, he is. And this is great.
What it's like to want something your whole life and to plan for it and count on
Uh-oh.
it and not get it.
Better shut up.
It's a great cut. Good shot. And smacko.
I love that. It's so satisfying. The
Pe-
sound is,
people were very happy about that.
yeah.
Was that a breakaway? What was that?
Yeah, breakaway vase.
It was a breakaway vase. And,
Nice. How many
and-
times did you do it?
Well, there was
Once.
a stand-in. I did it once, and it kind of went clunk, and nothing
right,
happened.
right.
And then the second time it was perfect, and it shattered
yeah,
beautifully.
the actual break we only did once.
Yeah.
Dogs don't like uniforms.
Well, we're lucky. Everyone has an appetite today.
Oh, these people with their dogs are hilarious.
He does seem to like this. How would you describe your dog's temperament?
She's picky, and she's nervous sometimes, but she's very smart.
And yours? He's independent, you know? He knows what he likes.
We actually shot a bunch of shots, not a bunch, but some stuff in the room with the dogs and the people and all the stuff. And then when we went to put it together, we realized that it just really needs to all play from their perspective. So we actually never ended up cutting into the room at all.
Right.
It all
It was a
just
whole
went-
half a day's worth of stuff in the other side of the glass.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It was actually the last bit we could do. But yeah, it that's how it was like originally conceived. But then I think it plays really well this way.
It's inhumane.
Bingo looks sick. Turn it off. Would you prefer beef?
Somebody get that?
I can't turn it off. It's actually happening.
I love that line.
too.
Peggy Olson. She's not in the episode much, but when she is, she delivers a zinger.
The product is good. It's high quality. Dogs love it, but the name has been poisoned.
That name got us where we are. Do you think that was just luck?
I'm not saying a new name is easy to find. And we will give you a lot of options. But it's a label on a can. And it will be true because it will promise the quality of the product that's inside.
Seems like a no-brainer,
Well, I'm gonna wait.
except it's her family name.
Right, I know. It is. It's hard because you feel
It's
like
her name.
Yeah, why doesn't she? If she wants to save her business, that's what she should do.
Done. It's unfair, but it's over.
Annabelle, are you ready for the next group?
I don't like the way you're speaking to me.
Everybody out.
Oops. Lunch break's over.
All the secretaries scatter.
Last night?
I don't even remember last night.
Oh, well, you threw yourself at me and I turned you down.
I'm right. You want to hurt me.
I don't. You want to know if it was a great time? It was. You want to know if you broke my heart? Obviously.
Oh, that breaks my heart when he says that.
It's nice to hear. That doesn't matter anymore.
It does to me. When I was burying this man,
You only see Roger vulnerable a few times, and
Yeah.
it's always so heartbreaking to
Yeah.
watch.
Well, I love this scene. I mean, it's very, it's very sort of raw and sentimental in a certain way, but I love it. I feel like it's completely deserved by the end of this sequence with them. Like they need to really be that honest with each other. And it's heartbreaking for both of them in a way, it's just
They're too. They're. It's gone. That
Yeah.
time's gone,
exactly.
regardless of whether it was right or wrong.
Love that
No.
secretary who comes in,
Yeah.
sees him, turns around, and walks out. Love that moment.
That's good.
Is this a CGI background?
No, this was and now I'm going to forget. I think it's Warner Ranch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we were like actually on like a studio lot for
Right.
one day doing this, which we don't do that often, but yeah, so this
That's
was
right.
a real neighborhood that we shot in. Or not a real fake neighborhood, I should say.
Yeah, right. I've shot there.
It's great though. It's so beautiful. I think they might have done something to color the trees a little bit there. I don't remember them having that autumn look.
And oops. What the?
Wait a minute.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get rid of my. Hi guys. What the?
I love how easily he just slips into the lies. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I left my hat in the car. Oh, and then later he's like, I have a client dinner in the city. Like
I only
he
came
just-
home to feed the dog and change my shirt.
Yeah, exactly. He just so easily lies.
Thinking, how am I gonna? Just that moment of looking at the keys. How am I gonna get out of this?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just call the office? I came home to...
And then January's amazing too because she's just trying so hard to be strong.
I need to show you something.
Very Hitchcock lighting in that scene.
Yeah, and she, I mean,
In her
Yeah.
clothes.
and I love that, like, you know, she's in pants, which we don't see very often, but it's like to try to give her a little bit of strength.
What's going on?
Open this drawer.
Bets, that's my desk.
Not anymore.
Look at even the way he looks at the keys. He's like, oh my God, she's been in there.
Fine.
Betty, this is my desk. It's private.
He's scary when he gets angry.
You left them in the pocket of your bathrobe. But I could have had a locksmith in here anytime I wanted. I've respected your privacy too long. Open it.
No.
You know I know what's in there.
I love that line. The way she's staring at him.
And it's up. The jig is up.
I can explain. You didn't have to look at my things.
The way he just crumbles there is amazing.
Things down. The pictures covered with other people's names. Is that you? Dick? Is that your name?
People change their names, Bets.
Especially if it's Dick.
Yeah, Don is a little either Dick Whitman, Don Draper. Which name would you rather have?
What is it, Don? You changed your name from Don to Dick? No, Bets. The other way around. Oh, right.
No, Birdie. This whole sequence is really amazingly written, and
Yeah.
it was really interesting when Matt and I talked about it in prep and things, that he was just saying, you know, the whole thing is about this sort of back and forth power shift between them. You know, one of them keeps getting the upper hand, you know, and then it switches again, and then even sort of our loyalties keep switching. You know,
Right.
sometimes Betty's saying things and you're like, yeah, right, exactly. But then he says stuff that surprisingly wins you over too. It's really
I
kind
love
of
the shot.
amazing.
This part where he's like, I
Yeah.
gotta, what am I gonna?
Yeah, this moment where he tries to pull it together.
Because there is an argument for the fact that it was all. I mean, the way he explains it, it was all. It all just sort of snowballed.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't have the intention of lying or becoming someone else or building this whole thing on a lie. It was just one step happened after another.
Well, and especially he has the good argument, which is a little later in the scene, but where he says, you know, when should I have told you? The first day I
Yeah,
met you, on
right.
our wedding day, you know. And it is true. When do you say to someone, oh, by the way, I'm a different person than I've told you I am?
That was a good cigarette fumble, too. That's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Drop something on purpose.
Right.
Everyone said what a shocking moment it is when Dawn can't even hold on to a cigarette.
Yeah, I know. It's the facade. It's the, you know. I mean, Matt and I also talked about that. How he's kind of loses Don Draper a bit and becomes Dick Whitman in this sequence.
Right.
You know.
Loses cool.
Right.
You bought her a house.
Where do you want me to start?
See, that's good too. Like when he says, "I'm," you know, what are you gonna do? You're running out. You're thinking about running out the door, and he says, "I'm not going anywhere."
Right.
I mean, he does actually have the backbone to stand there and say, "All right, let's. What do you want to know? The whole thing?"
Well, the other thing that's amazing about the structure of this script is the fact that Suzanne is sitting in that car right now.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, that girl is in the car.
And so many people said that to me when they watched this. I mean, they just thought, oh my gosh, the tension.
The tension. But then when we read it, I remember the first time we read it around the table, and everybody, you can hear a pin drop because we've been sitting there for years watching this, shooting this thing and involved in these people's lives, and it's all coming out. And then you turn the page, and it cuts back to her in the car, and you're like, "Oh my God, I forgot she was in the car." Well, but watching it, obviously they know that, and they're
Right.
Yeah, well, and it's funny because different people think different things. I mean, some people really thought she was going to walk in the, walk in the back door at any
exactly.
moment.
Why wouldn't
or-
they?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Right.
Isn't that against
And he completely forgets that she's out there.
Yeah, I mean, he just can't even. He's got a lot on his plate right now.
Yeah.
I found out it was easier to be him than to start over. And it turned out he was married to that woman, so I took care of her.
Oh, now the one thing he had just said when he was explaining about being in the Army and that there was an accident and people mistook him for Don Draper, that's the one lie he tells in this whole explanation. Because
Right.
that's not true. He switched the dog
he took
tag.
the guy's
That's
dog
right.
tag.
So he, that's the one
Why did he do
thing-
that? Why does he say that?
Well, you know, I mean, I mentioned that to Matt. I was like, that's the one thing that's not true. And he said, I know. He said, it's not. And I think it's because it would just, it's the one thing that makes it kind of not his fault. Like, you know, it makes
Right.
switching the dog tags was the one, like, big action he did that really made him responsible for it.
Right. It was a mistake, and it was easier to live with the mistake than to go back and explain it all.
Right, right.
I knew you were poor. I knew you were ashamed of it. I see how you are with money. You don't understand it.
I love the way she says that.
Yeah.
So disdainful. You don't know how to deal with money.
Yeah.
People who come from money know what it's about.
Did you see her when you were in California?
I did.
I love the details in the script too about, like, when we go back to a wide shot of the table. I mean, that all of that was in the script, that the sewing machine is sitting there and all the fabric, and that's supposed to be the costumes that the Halloween costumes that Betty is making. You know, and it's just so specific, and it's great because it's just they're surrounded by their home and their
Right.
children.
They're
and
right
they're,
in the middle of it.
right.
You obviously wanted me to know this, or you wouldn't have left your keys. You would have kept all this in my house.
I find it sort of odd that Betty knows how to sew.
That Betty knows how to sew.
For all the
Yeah.
things she's not very good at, yes, it is a little weird that she would know how to sew, but Carla's probably helping
Everyone,
her.
yeah, everyone grew up, I guess, just knowing how to knit. and
Yes,
sew,
yes,
and
it's true.
The difference is,
But Carla probably did some of it
Carla's
too.
doing a lot of the work there.
Yeah, as usual.
they're our children.
And there's a big difference. You lied to me every day.
Like right there is a good example of where they both have good arguments. You know, he says, what difference does it make? We're a family, there are children. And she's saying, well, but if you've been lying every day, then it is a difference. And you
Right.
kind of go, well, they're kind of both right.
And if he hadn't been screwing around, I mean, if he had been faithful to her since the beginning of all this, then you would sort of go, well,
Right.
that argument might hold a little more water, but he's got the school teacher in the car.
Now, this is the moment where he could go out to the school teacher in the car, could walk out that back door.
What did that box say? Foot something. It was a shoe box.
Yeah. I
It's
don't
like a
remember.
foot cradle.
I love the way he walks right here. Look at it. He looks so broken.
How was it decided that he sat there? Because
How
they have
was
to
it-
sit next to each other. Did it say, was it written that they sit on the bed together?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that was actually a very specific thing in the script.
He kicked his blankets off.
I love this whole thing where he takes the time to sit down and then she comes in and there's these long pauses. I mean, only on Mad Men could you take the time to play that out. You know, it's kind of amazing.
Well, it's also, he doesn't want to say it, she doesn't want to hear it.
Right, right, right. So you need it. I mean,
It's all going to
dramatically.
come out and nobody
you need
wants it to. Really.
Mm-hmm.
This was my father, Archibald. But that's not my mother. My mother was a 22-year-old prostitute who died having me. This woman, Abigail, Arch's wife, She raised me.
And the way he explains all this actually comes out quite succinctly, whereas it seems like it's a pretty complicated story, but
Yeah.
he manages, they managed to come up with a way for him to explain it.
Took up with him. Mac. Uncle Mac. He was nice.
I love those old photos that the props department does. You know, they do a photo shoot and then they, of course, doctor it all up and, make them look old and print them on the paper and age them. They're really, really well done.
Yeah, like this picture he's going to look at now, which actually he's in with
Yes.
some kid.
Yeah, with Adam.
I assume he's your brother.
Yeah, and just to have her mention Adam is so, yeah, there they are.
He was my half-brother. And he died.
That's brutal.
Well, those scenes, season 2,
Yeah.
him and Adam were so powerful that it's
Yeah.
great because you really remember it. So,
Yeah.
That actor was just so
Yeah.
he was so good.
Yeah, Jay, he was amazing.
He came to me because he wanted help. And I turned him away. He didn't even want help. He just wanted to be part of my life. And I couldn't risk all of this. He hung himself.
See, this is one of these times where we're just watching and we can't say anything.
I know. What do you say?
It's so powerful. Yeah, John.
I remember that saying to Matt, I thought when watching it first, and I talked to John after shooting it. He had just come outside, and he's like, oh, God. And he said, we were going again. And he said, can I get a paper towel or something? And,
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, that the explosion was going to be bigger, but it, of course, it's Don Draper, and it's all there. It's still kind of tamped down.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful, though. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
amazing.
just, it's the way he would crumble. It is, yeah, it's a subtle breaking down in a way, but
This was cut too, right?
yes.
This was cut down.
Yes.
It was a longer thing.
Yeah, this was longer. But it's very hard to do one side of a phone call like this. You know what I
Right.
mean? I remember we were talking about that, and it's, it's why we did several shots for it, because we knew that they might want to cut it down. Because there was a lot of explanation about her,
I forget
about
what was
hiring
cut,
her.
though.
It was, I think it was just a lot of explanation about, that she would be available and different things. I forget exactly, but
She's basically calling to get Joan a job.
right, exactly. He's following up on helping Joan.
I've been a bad boy.
Yeah, look at him. Flowers will fix it.
Yeah, break a vase over someone's head, get some roses.
This is a great plot point coming up.
I've been an ass, feeling sorry for myself because I couldn't solve this problem. And it was so easy, Joni. The answer was right in front of me.
This just opens up a whole
I joined the army, Joni.
Look at the reaction to I joined the army. I love that. It's just like, are you absolutely insane?
I remember reading that too, and then flipping the page because I got
I know. I should have asked you.
an idea. I'm like, wait a minute, where are we? 1960. What? Joined the army.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second.
Like
I might
this
have to.
line.
That. Well, like, wait a second. I mean, as soon as you said the army, I'm like, I flipped the page just to see if I could see the word, and it's like, Vietnam.
If that's still going on, he says.
If that's still going on, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what
And that's where all those guys, those meatball surgeons, that's how they all got to be surgeons, because they'd take anybody.
Isn't that what they always called it on MASH? Meatball
Yeah, but
surgery.
that's what Matt said. He said that's what they were surgeons who were less than skilled.
Yeah.
And yet they were in the army, and it was just patching people up. And then when they got out of the army, they were,
I
war
love this
heroes.
look for Jonah. She walks away. It's like, oh, Jesus.
God.
But she's I mean, he did what she asked him to
Yeah,
do.
no, I mean,
solve
actually,
this problem,
yeah,
you know?
and he did. And in his defense, like, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad solution what he
Right.
did. And Joan's like, okay, maybe this could be
Meanwhile,
something good.
And it's it's a respectable choice, and,
Yeah.
and she could be proud of that. And she's working it through all there in her head, but it's like, okay, well,
how about that she just has to take her suitcase out of the car
Oh,
and
Suzanne,
walk away?
I
How
know.
long did she wait?
I know.
Hours?
That was very sad.
Oh my God.
there's a girl in the car.
Abigail's in the car.
Forgot about her.
She's not in the bed. Where am I?
He's so trained.
Who am I?
Okay,
Suitcases?
suitcases are still here.
Pictures are still there.
And this is just a nice, little metaphor that he leaves them out. He's already exposed. That baby was the best baby.
Was it?
Oh my God. We just, they bring in a bunch of babies when you have to put a baby in the scene. And, they prepare for them to freak out and cry and you'll have to switch them and all this stuff. And that one baby we used for every shot in the scene. We did it all in the amount of time in like the hour or something. All the baby shots. And, yeah, very good baby.
They bring in a bunch of babies.
They do.
A pod. Bye, baby. We'll see.
He's so shell-shocked. Even when he walks in here, he seems still in a daze.
It's so shocking to sort of see this bright, stark office right after all of that in the home. And
Colors are amazing.
I'm going to miss this office.
I know, that's right.
I miss it already.
And here's the girl from the car.
I was running all morning.
Swan song.
Yeah.
Did you get caught?
It's a good scene.
It's more complicated than that.
Oh. So I suppose I'm not going to see you anymore?
I remember when I said to one of the guys in the crew, I said, we just shot the Don and Suzanne breakup scene. And someone was like, Don and Suzanne break up? They don't break up. And I'm like, what do you think that I can't see you right now? Like, that means they broke up.
He was hoping she'd be
I was
back.
like, you keep trying all that. And then I think when they saw Suzanne's set coming down, people were like, oh, I guess they
Oh,
really
she's
did
gone.
break up.
I should go.
She's great in this last scene. though. It's hard. You feel, as Matt called her, she's collateral damage, in the midst of the Don Betty war.
He's home. Let's go.
She'll wake the baby.
These costumes.
I was going to say the greatest Halloween costumes.
So great.
That hobo.
I think Lee Dawson did the costumes. They're so good.
He's great.
I remember they were putting the beard on him in the makeup trailer, and he was getting so excited.
It's cold out there. You can stay here with him, or I can.
No.
Not leaving you with my baby.
I don't even know who you are. But it's strange. I mean, they come to an interesting piece here, Like, you feel like, well, maybe they could try. I don't know.
I know, yeah, you kind of think, well, I mean...
No, they've bared it all now,
It's so funny. At the very beginning of the season, I said, hey, Matt, Halloween episode. Let's do a Halloween episode, and we can all dress up. And we did a Halloween episode, but only the kids
Only
got to
the
dress
kids.
up.
It's a great last line.
And who are you supposed to be?
Yeah. I love that last look from him. Yeah, that's the
Good
line that was on the back of
question.
the T-shirts
That's right.
this year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, every year they put a quote from some episode on the back of the T-shirts, and that was the one from this year.
I told you to stop talking. That was
Yes,
one.
That was one year. And the first season was fear stimulates my imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
The fact that they picked this from Oliver, right?
Oh, is that? I couldn't place what it was from. I think you're right.
Where is Love, right?
Yeah.
From Oliver?
Yeah. It's
Does
so
that make me
sad.
gay that I know that?
I was gonna say, is it weird that I actually listen to the Mad Men soundtrack at home all the time because it's
Actually,
so good?
Matt told me that.
That's very weird, Christina.
Well, it just is a collection of this great music, but then all of a sudden the theme song will come on, and it's like, let it go, Christina, let it go.
Well, that was fun.
All right, I guess we're done.